What is up, guys? EJ here, back with another video, and today it's going to be my DVD collection for 2012 and on to the fantasy section. So let's get started. So up first we have The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, a great movie from 1957, I believe. Awesome effects by Ray Harryhausen. Next we have Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland with Johnny Depp from 2010 on Blu-ray. Not great, but actually I did enjoy this film. I think it's one of Burton's better collaborations with Depp, at least of recent memory. Next we have The Beastmaster from 1982, awesome film by Don Coscarelli with Mark Singer and a young Tanya Roberts. Really love that movie. Next we have Beowulf from Robert Zemeckis, an okay movie from 2007. I thought some of the sort of motion capture animation was a bit off with certain characters, but it was pretty cool. Next we have Big from 1988, classic of course, with Tom Hanks. Absolutely adored this movie when I was growing up, and it's still great. One of Hanks' best films of the 80s. Next we have Tim Burton's Big Fish from 2003, one of my favorite Tim Burton films, to be honest. Great cast: Ewan McGregor, Albert Finney, Billy Crudup, Jessica Lange, Alison Lohman. I hate the fact that this is all scratched up on the back of this very nice edition. Really good movie, Big Fish. Next we have the Narnia films. Of course we have the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe from 2005. 4-disc extended edition. Absolutely love this movie. It's my favorite of the Narnia movies. Next we have Prince Caspian, of course, from 2008, I believe. Probably my least favorite of the Narnia films. And last but not least, we have the Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader on Blu-ray from 2010. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was very good. I liked it a lot more than Prince Caspian, but not as much as The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Next we have Clash of the Titans, of course the original classic from 1981. Again, great effects by Ray Harryhausen. Also plan on picking up the the remake and the sequel, Wrath of the Titans, probably soon, actually, within the next month or so. Next we have Conan, The Complete Quest. Of course, the two Arnold Schwarzenegger films, Conan the Barbarian from 1982 and Conan the Destroyer from 1984. Also plan to pick up Red Sonja, the sort of unofficial third film from 1985. Next we have The Dark Crystal, a great Jim Henson movie from 1983. Cool lenticular cover on here. Next we have Dragonheart. Absolutely adore this film from 1996 with Dennis Quaid, Sean Connery as the voice of Draco, and David Toulis. Love the music, everything about that movie I just adore. Next we have Edward Scissorhands, of course, classic Tim Burton with Johnny Depp from 1990. What's her name? Winona Ryder, absolutely beautiful in this movie. Just a great film. Next we have Aragon from 2006, I believe. Pretty fun film, some good effects. I like the dragon story, and I like dragons in general, and it wasn't great, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Next we have Excalibur from 1981, classic King Arthur legend. Great film directed by John Boorman. Next we have The Ghost and Mrs. Muir from 1945, I believe. Well, it says Academy Award nominee 1942. That's interesting. Thought this came out in 1945. Anyway, great film with Rex Harrison and Gene Tierney. Next we have the Golden Compass from 2007. I really enjoyed this. It didn't do too well, obviously, but I really liked the story. I liked the effects. I liked the cast. Daniel Craig, Nicole Kidman. I thought the girl in it was very good. Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. Next we have Groundhog Day, of course, classic Bill Murray and Andie MacDowell from 1993. Okay, moving on, we have all the Harry Potter films, of course. Sorcerer's Stone from 2002 or 2001. The Chamber of Secrets from 2002. The Prisoner of Azkaban, one of the best, from 2004. Up until the finale, The Goblet of Fire is my favorite of the bunch. Absolutely love this movie. Yeah, probably one of my favorite Harry Potter films from 2005. Next we have The Order of the Phoenix from 2007. And The Half-Blood Prince from, I don't know, I'm losing track now, like 2009, 2008. Probably my least favorite of the bunch. Well, with, yeah, it's growing on me a little bit, but it's probably my least favorite. And the final two I have on Blu-ray, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. And probably the best and most emotionally charged one of the series, the final one, Deathly Hallows Part 2. So next we have a great 1950 film called Harvey with Jimmy Stewart. Just a great movie. Next we have Highlander, the Immortal Edition. Great film, of course, from 1986. Next we have the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus from 2009, Heath Ledger's last movie. Great film directed by Terry Gilliam. I love the first half of this film. The second half they had to use other actors to fill Heath Ledger's shoes, of course. But yeah, good cast. Christopher Plummer, Johnny Depp, Jude Law, Colin Farrell, and Lily Cole, the British model, I thought was amazing in this. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Next we have Jason and the Argonauts, another classic Ray Harryhausen from 1963. Next we have the Jurassic Park trilogy, the franchise collection. Big fan of the first one, obviously. The Lost World, not so much. And I sort of enjoyed Jurassic Park 3, I gotta be honest. Next we have the original King Kong, of course, from 1933 with Fay Wray. King Kong, Peter Jackson's King Kong from 2005. Absolutely loved this film. The effects were amazing. Maybe a bit too long, but I thought Naomi Watts was great, and I like Jack Black in this movie. Next we have Labyrinth, classic, of course, from 1986. Again, Jim Henson film with David Bowie, Jennifer Connelly. Great effects, great Muppet effects in that, obviously. Or puppet effects, I shouldn't call them Muppets. Next we have Lady Hawk from 1985. A great movie by Richard Donner with Matthew Broderick, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Rutger Hauer. Next we have Legend, also from 1985 with Tom Cruise with the Scott film. Next, of course, we have the Lord of the Rings trilogy, my all-time favorite films. The Fellowship of the Ring from 2001, Two Towers from 2002, and I gotta tell you, I'm really psyched for The Hobbit. I might try and see it opening day next Friday. Yeah, the trailers have really gotten good lately. And The Return of the King from 2003. Absolutely adore these films. I've said that word too much this update. But anyway, just great films. Next we have Midnight in Paris on Blu-ray. Great movie by Woody Allen from last year with Owen Wilson. Great cast, Kathy Bates, Adrian Brody, Marion Cotillard, Rachel McAdams, Michael Sheen. Really enjoyed it. I thought it was very good. Next we have, sorry, I'm going to push that in with my other finger. Next we have The Neverending Story from 1984, just a classic from my childhood. This section's a little tight. Next we have a double feature of Night Watch and Day Watch. I actually won this in a contest from my mate across the pond, Big Al 1982, fellow Chelsea fan, as some of you may know. Next we have Pan's Labyrinth from 2006, just a brilliant Guillermo del Toro film, great Spanish film, just an amazing movie, great effects, one of the best films of that year. Oh, I should just take one out and leave it out. Next we have Pleasantville, really underrated movie from 1998 with Tobey Maguire, Reese Witherspoon, Joan Allen, Jeff Daniels, William H. Macy, and I believe it's directed by Gary Ross. Okay, I'll leave that one out. Next we have The Princess Bride, classic Rob Reiner film from 1987 with Carrie Ellis and Mandy Patinkin, who I love on Homeland, that I'm watching at the moment. Chris Sarandon, Christopher Guest, Andre the Giant, of course, and Robin Wright Penn. Next we have Red Riding Hood on Blu-ray. Yes, I'm ashamed to admit I like this film, of course, with Amanda Seyfried and Gary Oldman. It's a really good-looking movie. It's not great. It's a little too Twilight-y for my taste, but I enjoyed it. Next we have Reign of Fire from, when this come out? Like 2004? No, 2002, sorry. Matthew McConaughey, very over-the-top performance, and Christian Bale battling dragons in Great Britain. My sister watched this the other night. She didn't like it. She fell asleep. Next we have The Sorcerer's Apprentice from 2010 on Blu-ray. Really enjoyed this with Nicolas Cage, Jay Baruchel. Good movie about wizards and so on, magic, that sort of thing. Next we have Stardust from 2007. Really good movie with Claire Danes, Michelle Pfeiffer, Robert De Niro. Loads of fun. Very bright and colorful movie. Next we have Sucker Punch. I absolutely love this film from last year on Blu-ray. I love the character of Baby Doll, and I thought the action scenes, especially some of them, were incredible. The story isn't great, but I enjoyed the heck out of it. Next we have The Water Horse, Legend of the Deep, sort of a family version of the Loch Ness Monster. It's actually a pretty sweet film. I enjoyed it. I think it came out, when did this come out? 2006, something like that. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Okay, moving on. Next we have Where the Wild Things Are from 2008, I believe. Very good film, directed by Spike Jonze. And last but not least, we have the 1988 classic Willow with Val Kilmer and what's his name, Warwick Davis. So that is my fantasy collection. Thank you for watching as always. Up next will be the film noir section. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.
Bond. James Bond.